I apologize for interrupting you during your busy time. My name is Ayumu Narumi, calling from Lovekoi Internet Support Dial. I'm Ayumu Narumi, a 26-year-old employee at All Trade Inc., a business outsourcing company. Currently, I work in a call center handling operations outsourced by a major telecom company called Lovekoi Internet. My job involves informing new Lovekoi Internet customers about installation dates and other related matters. Thank you very much for your time. Please have a good day.
Your guidance was as smooth as always. Impressive work, Narumi-kun.
Not really. I just got lucky this time since the customer didn't have any complicated questions. Her name is Emma Tono. She's a colleague at All Trade Inc. and joined the company at the same time as I did. Before working in a call center, Emma was involved in clerical work outsourced from another company. Incidentally, I started working in a call center about 6 months before she did. One day, I was approached by Kuniya Kojo, the call center manager. He's also an employee at All Trade Inc. and is known for being very strict. What's this? You've already met today's quota? Yes, but there are still pending tasks, so I was planning to handle them gradually. Then add 10 more to that. Once you're done, I'll give you another badge. What? This call center is in charge of outbound calls to customers. Managers assign each employee a daily quota of 30 outbound calls. With the busy season approaching, and the increase in new contracts, it's understandable that the number of calls has gone up, but please refrain from giving me 4 urgent callback cases all at once. The customers are waiting, and it would be better to distribute them one by one to the other employees. It's a simple matter of you handling them quickly. Even if everything goes smoothly, each call takes about 10 minutes. If something goes wrong, it could take even longer. If a customer asks for a quick callback and we contact them an hour later, it would leave a bad impression. I told him I could handle one of them, but asked him to distribute the remaining 3 to other employees. Kojo reluctantly agreed and reallocated the cases, but then, "Can you take care of this? Narumi here is too incompetent to handle it." Kojo said it loud enough for me to hear, clearly intending to provoke me, and my irritation only grew. Damn it, instead of treating me like an idiot, how about managing the tasks better? Kojo's petty behavior kept escalating day by day, and it was wearing me down my way home.
Oh, Narumi-kun.
Emma approached me, and my mood lightened a bit. We ended up walking to the station together, but Emma seemed troubled.
You seem to be having a rough time lately.
Yeah, Kojo has been giving me a hard time. It's like he's suddenly decided to single me out.
I'm sorry, but that's my fault.
Huh? What do you mean? As Emma explained, it turned out that Kojo had been hitting on her for some time.
I kept politely rejecting him, but one day he suddenly said, "So you must like Narumi," and walked off before I could deny it. I tried to clarify things afterward, but he wouldn't listen. So now it seems like he sees you as a romantic rival, Narumi-kun.
What the hell? That's ridiculous!
Yeah, I'm really sorry for causing you trouble.
Oh no, it's not you I'm mad at. Seeing Emma shrink down, I scrambled to think of a way to reassure her. Hey, would you consider a transfer?
Huh?
There's an opening at Lovekoi Internet's regional shipping center. Before the call center, I worked at the shipping center at the Tokyo headquarters. I was recently offered a transfer to the regional branch due to a vacancy. They were looking for 2 people, so if you're interested, maybe you could apply too? I think they would accept your request if you mention Kojo as well.
I can transfer, so I'll definitely consider it. Thank you, Narumi-kun.
She gave a relieved smile, as if a heavy burden had been lifted, and I felt a sense of relief too. Emma consulted with HR, and we were both transferred to the regional branch. Today's our first day at the shipping center, and a senior employee is training us.
Narumi-kun, Tono-san, nice to meet you. Narumi-kun, have you worked in shipping before?
Yes, but there might have been changes since I was here, so I would appreciate it if you could guide me from the beginning.
It's my first time, so I'll do my best to learn quickly.
Loveco Internet's rental equipment is usually shipped from a warehouse. But for urgent needs, the shipping center handles the dispatch. For example, it's useful for replacing faulty equipment or expediting installation dates.
The most important thing is to double-check that the shipping label details match the registered equipment. Check if the shipping label matches the customer's address, name, and requested delivery date. Also, before shipping, verify that the customer information is correctly linked to the equipment details.
Loveco Internet's equipment only functions when linked to customer information. Sending out unregistered equipment would inconvenience the customer since they wouldn't be able to use it.
Always have someone else double-check the shipping labels and equipment information before sending anything out. Even a small mistake can lead to a big problem, so stay alert.
Yes!
I'm trying to stay positive, but I'm still worried about doing the job well.
On the way home after work, Emma voiced her concern. Well, it's your first day on the job, so it's natural to feel that way. Hey, Tono-san, the fundamental aspects of the call center and the shipping center are the same. The key is how well we can meet the needs of Loveco Internet's customers. You've gained a lot of experience at the call center, right? As a result, you've learned to listen carefully to customer needs and adapt quickly, haven't you? That experience will definitely be useful at the shipping center. Once you've learned the ropes, you'll become a top performer here too. Let's work together to make that happen.
Yeah, thank you. When you say it, Narumi-kun, it really feels like it could be true.
Time passed, and Emma has indeed become a top performer.
Narumi-kun, could you check the equipment I prepared? It was a last-minute request, but I managed to get it done before the shipping deadline.
Sure thing. You've really got the hang of this job now, Tono-san.
You think so?
I'm glad to see Tono-san doing so well. She's gotten used to the job, but it's also probably because she no longer has to deal with Kojo. The call center is at the Tokyo headquarters, so it's rare for managers to come all the way to a regional branch. I hope things stay peaceful like this. Meanwhile, back at All Trade Inc., a bit of drama was unfolding in the HR department. Why won't you approve my transfer?
We've received multiple reports about your behavior toward Tono-san and Narumi-kun. There's no way we can approve transferring you to their department under those circumstances. You should be reflecting on your demotion to an operator instead of wasting time with such nonsense.
Apparently, former manager Kojo had requested the transfer to our department, but was denied. His harassment of us had been reported, leading to his demotion. Now, he's handling customer service calls instead of managerial duties. Damn it, they just ran away. Why am I the one who's stuck in this mess? It seems Kojo's mind is preoccupied with everything but his actual work. A few days later, Emma and I had the same day off, so we went to a home electronics store together. You're looking for a small freezer, right?
Yeah, I eat a lot of ice cream, but my current freezer doesn't have enough space. So I'm thinking of getting a dedicated freezer just for ice cream.
Really? How much do you eat in a day?
Let's see. I'd say I eat at least 5 a day.
What?
When I'm tired, I crave chocolate-flavored ice cream. But then I want something to cleanse my palate, so I go for a sherbet. And before I know it, I've eaten 5 just to feel satisfied.
Tono-san, you're quite the big eater. Despite my surprise at Tono-san's unexpected appetite, we successfully purchased a small freezer. Just as we were about to leave, I noticed the Loveco Internet sign-up booth.
Those customers look really happy.
Yeah, I bet they're excited to start using Loveco Internet services. In our work, we don't usually get to see customers face-to-face. But seeing this up close makes me realize how our work truly connects with people. We may only be contractors, not actual employees of Loveco Internet, but I want to continue working sincerely so we don't disappoint those smiles.
Yeah, you're right. We don't hear customers' voices directly anymore, unlike in the call center. But the shipping center's work still involves dealing with customers. We can still improve a lot, don't you think?
Yeah, I think so too. Tono-san is really amazing. She's so dedicated to her work and always gives her best effort. For a while, I was mesmerized by the look of determination on her face. A few months later, the new manager at the call center was giving Kojo a stern look. Customer satisfaction scores from call surveys have been steadily declining. I have reviewed the feedback, and all the complaints were about calls handled by you, Kojo. No way. I was a manager, you know. There's no way I would handle a call poorly enough to get complaints. Just because you were promoted doesn't mean your call handling skills are perfect. But if you can't manage basic tasks, how can you handle escalations? If Kojo had been performing at his best, these complaints wouldn't have happened. But I also reviewed the recorded calls, and it seemed like you weren't focused on the conversations. You also tried to cut off the calls when they were taking too long. Given that, it's no wonder customers felt you were being careless. Kojo wasn't focused on his work, likely distracted by other things. As a result, customer dissatisfaction grew with each call he handled. If Narumi-kun were here, our customer satisfaction might have improved. But it's too late to say that now. Damn it! Why is everyone always going on about Narumi? Kojo was desperate to improve the customer satisfaction scores. He tried to fulfill every customer request, no matter what. Yes, we have an opening on the day you requested, so I'll book your installation for that day. Of course, it's not wrong to try to meet customer needs, but... Kojo, this installation is double booked! Kojo had made the booking without checking the availability properly, leading to a double booking. No! I double-checked that it was available! This booking was made a week ago. It's clearly Kojo's oversight. You need to call the customer immediately to correct and apologize. I'm sorry, but we can't do the installation on your requested date.
What? You told me it was available. So I planned everything around that.
I'm sorry, but there's nothing we can do now.
What do you mean, nothing? You make it sound like it's my fault. I want to speak to your manager right now.
We sincerely apologize for the inconvenience caused by Kojo's actions. It seems that the customer was appeased by the manager's intervention, but...
Mistakes can happen, but trying to avoid responsibility is unacceptable.
Kojo was placed on suspension until a formal decision on his punishment could be made. Whoa, getting caught up in all that drama. I can only say good riddance.
It feels like transferring was the right choice in so many ways. Of course, I feel sorry for the HR department and everyone else at the call center except Kojo.
On our way home after work, Emma and I discussed the rumors we had heard about former manager Kojo. There you are, Emma-chan!
Kojo-san? Why are you...
I stood between Emma and Kojo, who was supposed to be on suspension, to keep him away from her. What are you doing here? You're supposed to be under house arrest. Shut up! If you hadn't gotten in my way, I wouldn't be in this mess. Emma-chan, why would you choose someone like Narumi? He couldn't even follow my instructions properly. He's useless. I was the one who made it to manager. I'm more capable and can make you happy. Sure, I'm going through a rough patch, but with you by my side, I'll be back as a manager in no time. So come back to the call center with me.
No! I don't want to.
Why not? I've always been kind to you, haven't I? This is something I learned after the transfer, but Kojo had been trying to pamper Emma all along. When she first joined the call center, he kept saying, Emma-chan doesn't need to do anything. I promise, I'll never make you feel stressed again. At that moment, I sensed that Emma's fear had shifted to another emotion.
That's right. Kojo-san, you never pushed me too hard.
Really? I never you'd understand. I just wanted to be kind to you. Kojo's eyes lit up as if Emma's words confirmed his feelings. The shipping center job isn't without its challenges, is it? You're better off where I can protect you from all that stress.
But that's not what I wanted.
What?
I didn't want to be pampered. I wanted to be able to do my job like everyone else. But whenever I asked for advice, all you would say was, you don't need to do anything. It made me feel useless. Like I would never amount to anything. But it was Narumi-kun who supported me through that.
I think you're overcomplicating things, Tono-san. Emma used to get really down when she was struggling with the call center job. I thought it was a shame to see her so upset, so I gave her some advice, even though I knew it might be unwelcome. Sure, we have quotas, but the job exists because of the customers, right? So I think the most important thing is to keep thinking about what we can do for each customer.
Narumi-kun's words made me realize that I was overwhelmed. I didn't have the mental space to truly connect with the customers. After that, Narumi-kun kept helping me, bringing out my strengths.
While talking with her, I noticed that Emma was quick to learn and had a good sense of intuition. So I thought if she could understand how to answer certain questions, she would become a valuable asset. As a result, Emma started asking more questions about how to handle different situations, and her work worries decreased in turn.
Narumi-kun genuinely cares about people who are struggling. His high customer satisfaction scores were probably because of that. That's why I fell for Narumi-kun. Because he said we'd work hard together. Kojo-san, you just wanted to indulge me for your own satisfaction. That didn't make me happy at all, and I could never love you for it.
That's... Kojo-san, I'm sure you were competent enough to become a manager. But I don't feel like you genuinely care about the customer's feelings anymore. Because if you did, you wouldn't be making so many mistakes that upset them. The harassment before I transferred, and the mistakes he made afterward, could have been avoided if he had considered the customer's feelings. My guess is that he was treating each call as just another task, without considering the person on the other end. Maybe that's why he didn't realize there was a human being on the other side of the phone. And I'll be reporting to the company that you came all the way out here during your suspension. Please stop harassing Tono-san. If you try anything like this again, I won't hesitate to involve the police. Kojo was eventually fired from all trade for violating his suspension terms. He's still hung up on getting rejected by Emma and hasn't looked for another job, staying holed up in his room. Why, Emma-chan, she could have been happy with me. Kojo mumbles to himself as he stares blankly into space. If he doesn't change his self-centered way of thinking, he'll never be able to move on. Meanwhile, as for us... Wait, I didn't have time to think about it earlier, but... Tono-san said she likes me? The day Kojo showed up, I was walking with Emma, and suddenly, my face felt hot.
So... Narumi-kun?
Next to me, Emma's face was bright red, even in the dark, making it clear that I hadn't misheard her. Tono-san, I've also been drawn to how dedicated you are to everything you do. Would you go out with me?
Yes!
In our work, we don't meet customers face to face, but we must never forget that they are real people. Each customer has a life, and our job is to help make their lives better. With that in mind, we'll continue to approach our work and our customers with sincerity.
Absolutely, this one is better. The way the story unfolds feels strange.
What? Don't say something so reckless! In the game club room during high school, the voices of two people arguing can be heard in the background as I took over the documents. My name is Daiki Tsukamoto, a second-year high school student and the president of the game club, mainly in charge of writing scenarios. And these two arguing are Airi Tomine and Yoshiki Manabe, both first-year students and members of the game club. The game club's purpose is game development, but Airi and Yoshiki often clash like this over their ideas. What's so wrong with Daiki's scenario? You don't know anything about games, so stop acting like you do!
Even a novice can tell. There's no way anyone could relate to this.
Yoshiki is in charge of programming, but he's a little too enamored with my scenario. On the other hand, Airi initially didn't seem interested in game development, but now she's hooked. As for why someone who wasn't interested in game development joined the game club...
Sis, calm down a little, okay?
Her twin sister, Hanaka Tomine, joined the game club first. I invited her after seeing her drawing in the courtyard, and asked if she would join as our graphic designer. Hanaka was shy and anxious about joining, and Airi joined to protect her if necessary. Yoshiki, Take a breath too. Heidi does have a point. Heidi might have a real knack for planning. My hunch was right. Heidi's ideas and plans were always excellent. We continued making games together, entered the same university, and eventually started a game circle. As we kept making games, our sales gradually increased.
Good work, President.
Yes, thank you for your hard work too. Now, at 26 years old, I'm the CEO of Tsukamoto Games, a game company. Tsukamoto Games is a small company, founded just 5 years ago, with fewer than 50 employees. Even so, we are gradually building a name in the industry, and our business is running smoothly. And it's not just me working in the game industry. Hanukkah, can I ask for some advice on the graphics?
Sure. Tell me the details. Yoshiki, it's great that you're so meticulous, but keep in mind that the deadline for the master build is approaching.
Yoshiki, Hanukkah, and Heidi have been working at Tsukamoto Games since its inception. Yoshiki is the vice president, Hanukkah is a graphic designer, and Heidi is a planner. You're all doing great. How's progress on Loveblade? Loveblade is a 2D action game we're developing. With the release date fast approaching, we frequently have late-night meetings to keep things on track.
We're managing to stay on schedule somehow.
By the way, Daiki, weren't you going on a date with Rudy today? Oh, sorry to leave during such a busy time. Let me know if anything comes up. My girlfriend, Rudy Amikura, was a classmate in college. We've been dating since her first year, and I've been thinking about marriage lately. Rudy and I share an interest in games, and she also enjoys looking at social media accounts that talk about her favorite game characters. Since we went to the same university, I've already introduced her to Yoshiki and the others. It's no problem. You haven't had much time for dates recently, right? Enjoy the time with Rudy. Yoshiki sent me off with a smile, but... Hey, don't make that face. You two wish for Daiki's happiness too, right?
Of course we don't want to interfere with their relationship, but... That's one thing. But my feelings about it are separate.
After leaving the company, I had no idea that Yoshiki's left consoling the sulking Tomine sisters.
That meal was delicious! Thanks, Daiki.
After work, I met up with Rudy and we came to a restaurant. Seeing Rudy's smile fills me with happiness. Same here, we've been so busy lately, but I'm glad we could spend time together. Here, a little something to commemorate our date. Will you accept it?
Wow! It's a beautiful necklace! Thanks, Daiki! It must have been expensive.
It's nothing if it makes you happy, Rudy. I got it especially for today. It wasn't cheap, but seeing her smile makes it all worth it. This isn't the first time I've given Rudy a present. Seeing her happy face loosens my grip on my wallet every time. The first time I gave Rudy a present was for her first birthday after we started dating. Back then, I didn't have much money, so I gave her a non-branded cosmetic pouch. But I still remember the radiant smile she showed me when I gave it to her. By the way, about the 27th next month.
The 27th? Is something happening? I have work that day.
Oh, that day's our anniversary. We've celebrated every year, but Rudy seems to have forgotten. Oh, I was thinking we could go on our next date then, but I guess we can pick another day. Just let me know what works for you. Well, it has been 7 years since we started dating. It's not surprising she would forget the anniversary. Rudy works at a major company's reception desk, so she's probably busy with work. Feeling a bit down, I promised to contact her later and parted ways with her that day.
Daiki, I've made some corrections to the graphics for Loveblade. Could you take a look?
A few days later at the office, Hanaka called me over to her desk. Sure, you've done a great job. You've improved so much, Hanaka. Back then, Hanaka was posting her art online as a hobby, but despite her amazing talent, she wasn't getting much attention. She said it was because she drew niche characters and wasn't great at crafting engaging stories.
Honestly, I was losing confidence, wondering if there was any point in continuing to draw. So when Daiki invited me to join the game club, I was really happy. In the game club, I felt like I was truly needed. And I wanted to do my best for you, Daiki, and the others who believed in me. Whether it was in the game club, the game circle, or this company. I studied what kind of illustrations and compositions would become popular. So, if I've improved, it's all thanks to you, Daiki.
Hanaka smiles softly. If my actions helped her regain her confidence, then I'm incredibly proud.
I'm grateful to you too, Daiki. Of course, I'm happy that Hanaka has become so confident in her art, but it was Daiki who gave me the chance to enter this world.
When Airi first joined the game club, she knew nothing about games. But I taught her all about them, and she fell in love with game planning.
I was fine just being a ghost member, as long as Aika wasn't in any danger. But even for someone like me, Daiki-kun said, "Since you've joined, might as well have fun," and taught me about games. Thanks to that, I discovered my true calling as a game planner. Taking vague ideas in my head and turning them into something real with someone's help. It's the best feeling.
Wait, if you're all complimenting Daiki, don't leave me out. When I first read Daiki's scenario, I thought, this person must be really warm-hearted. And my instinct was right. Daiki's been looking out for me since high school when I was working on programming for the club. It's because Daiki's been by my side that I've been able to come this far. So yeah, we're all grateful to you, Daiki.
We'll keep paying it forward, so please continue to guide us. I'll keep doing my best to contribute to Tsukamoto Games too.
Thanks, everyone. I smiled, my heart full of gratitude as I got back to work. About a month later, we successfully completed the master build of Loveblade. Everyone, thank you so much for all your hard work. Thanks to you, we've managed to create another fantastic game. This time we actually managed to stay on schedule.
I guess that means the company is finally starting to run smoothly. The response on social media has been really positive. Everyone's really looking forward to it.
You're checking social media again, Monica? Don't let the negative comments get to you, okay?
I'll be fine. I've got a stronger mentality than I did in high school. Besides, I've been following accounts that talk about their favorite characters for years. Sure, some people have bad attitudes, but...
A few days later, we decided to hold a launch party to celebrate the completion of Loveblade.
President, how does the 27th sound for the party? It seems to work for everyone.
Oh, yeah. That should be fine for me too. The 27th. That's the anniversary of my relationship with Rudy. But she said she had work, so it should be okay. Nodding to the employee organizing the event, I mentally prepared for the party. On the day of the party, we all gathered at the restaurant. Alright everyone, let's have a great time tonight! We excitedly entered the restaurant, but what we saw there was completely unexpected.
Wait, Daiki, isn't that...
Duty? There, seated at a table with 5 others, was my girlfriend, Duty. Duty, that's a pretty expensive looking accessory you've got on!
Oh, it's nothing too fancy. She's from a wealthy family.
Whoa, so you're an heiress! Does that mean you don't do these kinds of mixers often?
That's right. I've never been in a relationship before.
No way! You're that cute, and you've never dated anyone? That's unbelievable!
Incredible, isn't she? You don't meet traditional girls like her much these days.
A mixer? Traditional girl? Never dated? Hearing this unbelievable conversation, I couldn't help but doubt my own ears. Duty cheating on me? I thought everything had been going well up until now. I'm not one to brag, but I've done my best to be there for Duty. I've always considered her happiness a priority and given her gifts that I thought would make her smile. But she's been using those gifts I gave her, to build a character for her cheating escapades? Feeling a mixture of betrayal and growing anger, I plastered a smile on my face and walked over to Rudy's table. Whoa, so you've never had a boyfriend, huh? Then give me all the presents back. After all, they were gifts from my girlfriend.
Daiki? What are you doing here?
That's what I want to ask you. Didn't you say you had work today? Of all days to cheat, I get it now. Your feelings are pretty clear.
Hey, Rudy, is this guy... No, everyone. It's not what you think.
What's not what? Didn't you just say you've never dated anyone?
That's...
Rudy tries to compose herself, but she can't hide her discomfort.
Wait, Daiki, let me explain. I can explain everything. This man is my boyfriend, Daiki Tsukamoto. I'm sorry, everything I said earlier was a lie.
What? So what about the jewelry and the error story?
Well, the jewelry is a gift from him.
Rudy's colleagues at the table seemed genuinely shocked, having believed everything she had said until now. Sorry, but can you take everyone else and get started without me? I have something to take care of.
Understood.
The employee nods and leads most of the staff away, but Yoshiki, Manaka, and Airi remain with me.
Look, I was just asked by a colleague to join this mixer. I'm just here as a fill-in.
For someone just filling in, you sure seem to be playing a character.
Wasn't it a bit much to lie about not having a boyfriend? But if I said I had a boyfriend, it would have killed the mood. I was just going with the flow. I swear I never actually intended to cheat. I never wanted to hurt you, Daiki.
You didn't want to hurt me? That's a lie. If you actually cared about me, you wouldn't have chosen today.
Today? Wait, today is...
That's right. Today's the anniversary of our relationship. You forgot, didn't you? Even if you were just filling in, there is no way you would choose a mixer over our anniversary if you truly cared.
I'm so sorry. Forgetting our anniversary was my fault, I admit it. And yes, I was trying to keep up appearances and things got out of hand. If you want, I'll return all the gifts you gave me. Just please forgive me for this one time.
She's desperate. Clearly, Rudy doesn't want to break up. But even so, I didn't feel like I could forgive her. Just as I was about to end things, Manaka spoke up.
Rudy, didn't you say this was your first time attending a mixer?
Manaka, who had been quietly observing until now, finally spoke up.
Yes, it's my first time. I've never done anything like this before. That's a lie, isn't it? You're Rune on social media, right? What? Rune? Isn't that the account you mentioned before? That's right. I've been following them because their taste in characters is similar to mine.
Then, Manaka turns her phone screen toward Rudy.
Rune doesn't show their face, but look at this photo. The necklace is visible, right? It's the same necklace you're wearing now, isn't it?
What?
Necklaces like that are sold everywhere. Anyone could have one.
No, that's impossible. It's a custom piece I had made specifically for you.
What?
That's right. The necklace I gave Rudy that night at the restaurant was a one-of-a-kind custom-made gift. Which means there's no doubt that Dundun account belongs to her. I wouldn't have minded if Rudy had been running a social media account or even gushing about her favorite characters. But that wasn't the issue. It was what she had been posting on that account.
Third mixer this month! Let's make tonight fun! If you tell guys you're a sheltered heiress, they'll totally eat it up. Men are so easy to manipulate. I'm dating a company president, but he's too nice. It's kinda boring.
It turns out the account also served as a private diary where she posted all kinds of outrageous things. I mean, there are way more insults here than talk about your favorite characters. This is a lot different from what you were just saying earlier.
I mean, none of that was serious. It was just a joke.
A joke? On an anonymous account with no face shown? Sounds more like your real thoughts to me. Rudy, you've changed. You used to be so different. Back then, you didn't need fancy gifts or special experiences to be happy. But after he became a company president, and you started getting spoiled, you got full of yourself because Daiki was too kind, huh? If you took him for granted just because he's been spoiling you, then you don't deserve him anymore.
That's not true.
Duty had been trying to make excuses, but now, under the pressure of all the cold stares, her true nature was revealed.
Well, excuse me for wanting more. Daiki alone wasn't enough for me. Eating steak every day gets old after a while, doesn't it? It's just the same thing. Sometimes I just want to eat a bowl of gyudon instead.
What? Are you calling us gyudon?
Jeez, don't be so noisy. You're more like the garnish in the bento box.
Duty approaches me with a smug smile, ignoring the shocked looks from the others.
I don't actually like gyudon or bento garnishes. They're just there to satisfy the little cravings. My favorite will always be you, Daiki. As long as you love me the most. I don't care if you play around a bit, too. You'd get bored of eating steak every day, too, right? So, let's have an open relationship. Don't be ridiculous. Daiki would never cheat on you. Exactly. He never even looked at me. I mean, he's serious about work and relationships. Oh, come on. You don't feel pathetic saying that? If he's ignoring you, it's because you're not worth his time. Just like your friend there, who can't see that I'm the only one worthy of Daiki.
Enough! When she insulted my friends, something inside me snapped. Manaka, Airi, and Yoshiki are way too talented to be working with someone like you. They've stayed by my side because they're loyal and value what we built together. But what about you, Duty? You look down on others and pursue your selfish desires, betraying the people who care about you. And now you suggest an open relationship without even considering my feelings? You're nothing but selfish. Sure, I never saw Manaka or Airi as love interests before. But that's not because they weren't worthy. It's because I already had a girlfriend. I wanted to stay loyal and committed to the person I loved, and I've always treated you with that respect. But you never once thought about my feelings. All you cared about was your own wants. We're done. You can keep all the gifts.
Wait!
We'll be at the party. Don't even think about showing up, though. If you try, I'll have the staff throw you out without hesitation. Leaving Nudie stunned, we returned to the celebration. After that, it was only natural that Nudie and I broke up. And word about the mixer spread throughout the office, thanks to the colleagues who had been there that night.
Hey, did you hear? She pretended to be an heiress, but it was all a lie. And she was cheating all along, right? Poor guy. Ugh! Even my secret account got exposed. This is the worst.
Unable to stand the cold stares and gossip, Nudie eventually resigned from the company on her own. Moreover,
Playing with the 7 dwarves and then biting into a poison apple? Didn't expect that. My dear prince, come quickly and rescue Princess Run on your white horse. Mirror, mirror on the wall, who loves me the most? I hope it's still your name that echoes back.
Ever since I cut ties with her, it seems Nudie's taken to posting sad poems on her now very public account, desperate for reconciliation. Meanwhile, my colleagues have been cheering me up. It must have been tough, Daiki. Let's grab some drinks tonight.
We're here for you, man. We'll hang out until you're feeling better. Please cheer up, Daiki-san.
Thanks, everyone. I'm just single now, so maybe it's time to start looking for a new girlfriend. I half joked, but Manaka and Airi both leaned in close, their eyes gleaming.
Are you serious? Are you really looking for someone now? Daiki-san, if you're free, how about seeing a movie with me next weekend?
Actually, I think I just remembered I have something to do. You two go ahead without me. As I stood there, taken aback by their sudden enthusiasm, they kept pressing closer, competing for my attention. I later learned that both Manaka and Airi had feelings for me, and they had planned to confess when we were in college, until I met Duty, that is. In the end, Duty's cheating scandal brought all of us even closer together. With everyone by my side, I'm confident we can overcome any challenge. And from now on, I'll make sure to never take their support for granted.